Hello, this is Dr. Martina, your online sex therapist and sex educator. I always say that sex is an activity, just like any other activity that we do with our bodies. But I know we all agree that the act of having sex is infused with emotions like nothing else that we do with our bodies. And we're talking a huge range of emotions, from nirvana all the way down to just pure fear. Fear of failing, fear of performance, fear of not being loved, ultimately. So initiating sex when you're in a relationship can be a very difficult step and a fearful step because of that range of emotion, because of all those things that could happen. But you know what? It doesn't have to be. If you find yourself in a more stereotypical relationship with a dominant person and a submissive person, and if you're okay that the dominant person always initiates sex and you're perfectly all right with that, then you don't have to fix anything or correct anything, at least not at this point, because it still feels all right. But if you find yourself in a relationship where you have feelings of resentment, that you're always the one who has to initiate sex, and that you actually wish for the other person to initiate sex so you can feel desired and loved, and all those insecure feelings are present, then you need to talk to your partner. And for that, I made this video, so please watch and learn about the how and the when. I know you heard me saying that communication is everything, and I think it's more important to how you communicate. And there's some rules and there's some rules and tools that I hope you will learn here and you will use. For instance, never and always, don't use those words. Scratch them out. I understand it's going to be difficult because you're the one who comes from a place of lacking and you want your partner to initiate sex because they never do, and you don't want to have to do it always. It's hard to keep those words out, but please do, because it actually will start you on a platform that will scream for defense, and the partner will get defensive, and then the outcome will not be what you wanted. That's one thing. Then the other thing, have I statements and explain to your partner what your struggle is. That you're struggling with when sex is not being initiated on you, that you struggle with insecurities, that you don't think the person loves you, your partner loves you, you don't think you're desirable, you don't think that they want to have sex with you. All those negative emotions that come up for you, let your partner know what they are. And also bring in a non-judgmental curiosity about what's going on for them. Actually be curious. Say, I want to know what's going on for you. What do you gain from not initiating sex? What you're avoiding by not initiating sex? Or what are your feelings around not initiating sex? I want to know because I struggle with it and I want to have your help and making some changes so we can be more balanced. So this is a conversation that you can have with your partner, and on that level you will be able to come up with an agreement, with a resolution, and with possibly some compromise, some positive compromise, so some positive changes will happen. So this is how you talk to your partner about this. And now, when to have this conversation? Well, let me tell you when not to have it. And that would be at the time of frustration. That would be at the time where you're coming from a place of anger and resentment. You're not going to come from a place of your heart or your wisdom, and it will not be good. So do it when you're satisfied, and that is in the afterglow of having had sex or making love or being intimate in person. When you feel loved and you feel satisfied, that's the time to have this conversation. And it could be an easy start like, honey, I want to talk to you about something I'm struggling with initiating sex. And then bring your I statements, bring in your your non-judgmental curiosity about what's going on for your partner around initiating sex. And then also with a desire to make some changes. That's the time to have it, is when you are close with your partner, when you're in the afterglow of intimacy. That's when to have it. I understand there could be all kinds of reasons that could come out of here, and this may be something that's getting bigger. Maybe there is a lack of desire, maybe there's something else, but at least the cat's out of the bag and you can have a conversation about that. It's rather to know what's bothering the person than to just ignore it and then hope for changes to happen, magically. It just doesn't work that way. A relationship is a collaboration. And if you need help with that conversation, please contact me. I still offer a 15-minute free consultation. You can connect with me through email and request that, and I'll be there for you. Thank you so much for listening, and have a